Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Level Uploading Fight Feelings Face Facts with yours truly, Shay Shay. Okay, so editing Shay here. Can we just talk about how I normalized coming on here looking crazy? But anyway, get into the episode. It's holiday season, and although this may not be directly related to leveling up, I feel like you can't level up if you're not alive, okay? So, this episode is going to be me kind of explaining to you guys the situation that I had recently um, in regards to safety, alertness, being prepared, trusting your instincts, trusting your discernment, being on par with what's going on around you. This is not the time or the season. I don't care where you live. I don't care about how nice your neighborhood is. You can have the nicest neighborhood in the world, but guess what? People come to nice neighborhoods to do stuff. So this episode is going to be geared toward kind of explaining at least one situation. I've had multiple situations, unfortunately, but fortunately because I'm still here to tell the story. But I've had multiple situations where if I had not been alert, there's a possibility that things could have turned completely different. Okay, so set the scene. Um, my birthday was last Saturday. So Saturday, it's like, okay, go out, hang, have a good time. I ended up linking up with one of my friends. We were going out. Originally, we were supposed to go to a sip and paint. We're gonna still do it next year. I've been trying to go to a sip and paint with her forever, and every time something comes up, it's so crazy. Like, Lord, we can't sip and paint. We can't have a little drinky drink, and enjoy some vibes. It's actually called trap and paint, so they play like trap music. It's a Nashville thing. It's probably other places too, but neither here nor there. Um, so that winded up getting canceled at the last minute. So mind you, that was a big portion of my birthday plans. As a 35-year-old woman, dang, I gotta get used to saying that. As a 35-year-old woman, I'm not really trying to be like super clubby. I'm not really. It's like I want to do things that are creative. No shade to my younger crew. I definitely have had my time at the clubs and at the lounges and in the sections and things like that. That has its place in your growth. So don't think that I'm, talking down on that. I am more so like I'm past it. I've had an extremely long run with it. And if it's not really revolving around smooth jazz and smooth vibes, you know, sorry if you guys hear anything in the background. It's literally like a little fake snowstorm here in Nashville, so it's very windy. But my little fireplace, I think you call it a shoe or shoot or baby. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about my mic. I don't know what you call it, but it's making noises through the chimney or whatever you want to call that. Santa, send me some money, okay? Period. But anyway, um, so I forgot what I was saying. I hate when that happens. We were now stuck with the dilemma because we're not trying to go to the club. We're not trying to be in sections. We're not trying to pop bottles, $300 bottles that we can get at the store for $25 to $70. So we were stuck with the dilemma of finding something to do. My birthday's on a Saturday, so you're like, okay, it's Saturday. It should be pretty much easy to find things to do, right? No, yes, maybe. You would think that. Brunches, events. It's Saturday. It's literally the first day of the weekend, so you would never think that you would have to search hard to find something to do. But I'm here to tell you that when it comes to Nashville, and don't get me wrong, there's always something to do. The part that I struggle with here is that they don't really advertise it as much or as good as it should be, in my opinion. So A lot of times I'm finding out about all these amazing things to do in town after the fact. So we're scouring our different Instagram feeds and our Facebook feeds and, just trying to find something to do because now we have to try to figure out something. So there was like a event that was going to be the plan originally, but last minute I winded up finding this play. And if you know anything about me, I love performing arts. I love live music. I love poetry. I love um, like dance classes and things of that nature. Like I'm just really into performing arts. And so for me, I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Something chill. I don't have to really do too much. So our plan was to go out to eat. We're gonna go to brunch. We're gonna go to our spot called the Rum Room in Nashville. Shout out to them. I really, really rock with them. Good, good food. And we're gonna go to brunch there, and then afterwards go to the play. Because it's my birthday, of course, it doesn't work out quite that smoothly. So we get to Rum Room on Saturday, which, mind you, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I felt like they're fairly new to the area, so I felt like at one point they were doing Saturday and Sunday brunches, but maybe they didn't get the turnout that they were looking for, so I think that they had switched over to only Sundays. But I didn't see it advertised that it was only Sundays. The information that I had when they first started was Saturday and Sunday, so I guess I just had outdated information. Neither here nor there. So we got there to the Rum Room on Saturday, and we're dressed for brunch. Like, we're cute. First of all, it's my birthday, so of course I'm cute. My friends came cute, and we're dressed for brunch. And this place is like so vibey. So it's like a little low setting. Like it's a very good, grown and sexy type of spot. Like seriously, I really do enjoy the ambiance for sure. So we get there and it's just the restaurant part. So there's the lounge area is on top upstairs, and then the restaurant part is downstairs. So Monday through Friday, the rest of the week there's a restaurant, but like throughout the week, the upstairs has events too. Neither here nor there. So we get there and upstairs is closed. And the guy informs us that, oh, we only do brunch on Sundays now. So I'm sitting here with my little birthday outfit, fishnets and fishnets and over the knee boots, a little freakum dress, I guess you could say. And I'm like, okay. So now my oxtails are completely out of the picture at this point. So now we have to try to go somewhere else. So we sit in the car for a little bit and just try to figure out something else. So we winded up finding a spot. It was a very casual spot, but it wasn't bad. The food was amazing. Like I really enjoyed my food. So ultimately, that's really what counts. And not to be shady to Nashville, but it can be hit or miss someplace. Sometimes, I mean, I'm from Chicago, so I'm a little bit, I'm biased when it comes to food. But it was definitely a major plus to see good food. So we had good drinks. And so now we're like, okay, we have time to kill. What are we about to do? We looked and looked and looked. We couldn't find any spots that were really like none of our regular spots because ultimately we were trying to be around Black people. No shade to any other, races, nationalities, anything like that. But we had the restaurant we went to was predominantly white. It was very chill vibe. They weren't really playing the music that we would have wanted to listen to. And so we were like, well, we want to be around, some nice R&B, chill vibes. Shout out to pop music, but that wasn't the energy for the day. And so we were just looking and everything seemed like it was not open until later. And I was trying to avoid my normal spot that I always go to, that I'm usually going there for vibes. Like, that's my spot. I'm outgrowing it. I can feel the fact that I'm outgrowing the spot. But it does have unmatched vibes. It really does have unmatched vibes. Um, and so we wound up going to the spot across the street from there. And I was like, okay, no, let's go over here. But rewind a bit. So the story is the situation that I wanted to kind of talk about and let you guys know that you need to make sure that you are staying on point out here. Please do not be naive. Do not ignore your intuition, and don't ignore your gut. So we wound up deciding on the spot. No matter where we were going to go, both places were literally right across the street from each other. So we were parked. Um, and as we're parking, really good parking, which was like scary because I'm like, is there nobody in here? Like, I don't really care because at the end of the day, if I can get my good food and I can get my good vibes, I don't really care that much. But also, like, you don't want to be sitting in an empty spot. And I mean, you want some people there just for the ambiance of it. So we sat in the car for a little bit. Some more people started showing up. And as we were parking, my friend hopped into my car. She parked behind me, hopped into my car. And there's a group of very young, I would say probably just barely making it to get in, to be honest with you. Maybe 23 tops. And so they're walking out. And my car is not tinted. Don't shoot me, y'all. I know. Do not do not talk about me in a group chat. Everybody's like, why your windows not tinted? Mind your business. I want to be seen, okay? No, I'm just kidding. But my windows are not tinted. So as they're walking out, the group is walking in the middle of the street. It's like probably they're deep. Young guys, young girls, mostly guys, but both. And so they're walking, and one of the guys, he stops and like smiles and waves at us, and we wave back, and they keep it moving. Fast forward maybe like 2 minutes later, the waitress is running. Now, mind you, this is a bar that, the waitresses are a little bit scantily clad. It's not really giving full coverage. And so she's running behind them, not really running, but like briskly walking. And she's like talking to them. We can't really hear exactly what they're saying because we're nosy, but we're not being too nosy, but we're being alert. And so all we know is we see like a whole bunch of them start coming back. I guess they didn't pay the bill or the car didn't go through. Who knows? It could have been car crackers. Ain't no telling. They were very young. And the spot that we were at was pretty expensive. Like, not super expensive, but for the group that they would have had a substantial bill for sure. Because two people can clear $200 in one sitting in a 15-minute visit. So it was. And so they had come back, and so we're in the car. Me and my friend, we're just in the car chatting. Now, myself personally, I have definitely learned to let my guard down a little bit because Nashville is not as like anxiety ridden as Chicago is. Of course, I feel like everybody's just making noise right now because I'm trying to make this video. But okay. Anyway, Nashville is not as anxiety ridden. You can relax a bit, but I'm still me. I spent 32 years in Chicago, so it is engraved in me to be alert. Um, my ex that I was with for quite some time, years, maybe like 4.5 years, is a ex Marine. Like in my formative years, my formative adult years, like this was a person who has definitely shown me and taught me how to pay attention and watch the scenes and watch the vibes. And that might not be a good thing. It might be. It's kept me alive so far, but I do think sometimes it can be a little hint of paranoia every now and then that comes into play when it comes to me, but it is what it is. I'd rather be a little bit paranoid than to not, to be delusional and not paying attention to my surroundings and wind up somewhere, jacked up. Anyway, okay, let me fast forward this a little bit. So we're sitting there and they go back in, and the people who didn't go back in, they hop in their car, they get closer because I guess they parked far. So they skirt up closer to the door, which is where we're parked. We had really good parking. Like I said, when we first got there, there was not really anyone there. So I don't know. So the first car parks and they're just sitting there. They're like looking at us, but like, whatever. I mean, not trying to toot our horns, but we looking cute or whatever. So we just thinking maybe they just some little youngins that looking at the TTs. They look cute too. They look cute TTs. But I'm always paying attention. Like, I don't care what we talking about, what we doing, I'm paying attention. Y'all, why is my lights doing that? Oh my goodness. Anyway, so in the meantime, in between time, I guess there were two cars. Like I said, they were deep. The other car pulls up and like literally blocks me in. Blocks me in. I don't play that. But he blocked me in, but like not for real. But like, so he pulls up. I have a little bit of space because I feel like every noise that can happen right now is happening, and it's really pissing me off. But okay, um, so he like blocks me in. I had space, but not a lot of space. So I'm talking to my friend, like, I'm not trying to be paranoid, girl, but like, I'm not feeling comfortable. I don't like to be blocked in. So they get out the car, they're dancing, they're laughing, they're rowdy, being young 20-something-year-olds that just had a good time at a bar for the first time or whatever. I'm not gonna say it's for the first time. I don't know those people's life, but you know what I'm saying. And so they're in the middle of the street, turning up. Now, mind you, I live in Tennessee. Everybody has a piece. Everybody got a piece. Everybody has a piece. I'm also from Chicago. Everybody got a piece. Now, whether it's legal or not, who knows? Same for here. So I'm like, instantly when he blocked me in, I'm like, I don't like that. So I turn my car on. Because, baby, I will tear all these cars up and you. If it's me or you, it's gonna be you. So I turn my car on. I'm still trying to talk and be cordial with my friend. Not cordial, but still trying to be talking to my friend and everything. But I'm like, I'm uncomfortable. You don't block nobody in, especially when you see a person in the car. Like, if you're gonna block a car in, you're gonna block a car that doesn't have anyone in it, right? No? Yes? Maybe? Is it just me? But if you see someone in it, I feel like you're blocking me in, and I feel trapped. This ain't Kales. This ain't trapped in the closet. I don't play those games. So as I'm looking at the first car that pulled in, I'm looking at the guy. He's in the car, and he goes into his glove compartment and pulls out two pieces. So I'm literally looking at this. I'm looking at the small space I have to get out because he didn't block me fully in, but he was definitely blocking my car. I'm thinking about my car, but I'm also thinking about F this car. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, no. Now, mind you, they could have just been taking it out. They could have just been, I don't have time to wait for that. I don't have time to wait and see if they were planning on doing something or if they weren't. I don't have time to question that when it comes to my safety. I'm also not only responsible for my own self, but my friend is in the car with me. We getting home, baby. She getting home to her husband. Okay? I'm getting home to my couch. My happy place. I'm getting home so that I can call my family and let them know. Like, when we outside, I'm having fun. I'm good. I'm chilling, but I'm also a mother bear. Like, I don't care what the age range is. I don't care what none of that. I'm paying attention to my surroundings. Stay alert. Stay alive. Now, mind you, as soon as I got now, mind you, as soon as I saw the pieces, because my thing is, they were literally parked right next to me. It would take nothing for them to just cock back and come over to the car and say, run me this car and your purse and all this. That's not going to happen on my watch if I can help it. Now, if it had happened, I would have complied. Nothing is worth your safety in your life. Please do not harm yourself over material goods. It's not worth it. Your family needs you. But if I can pre-see the situation, oh yeah, I'm getting up out that jam. So I instantly, I'm like, girl, put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. I'm putting it in drive. So mind you, I didn't have enough room. I'm already starting to drive. When I tell you they backed up that car so quick, no, I'm sorry. And I hope to God that wasn't their intentions, but I will never find out. I will never be the one to sit and wait and dismiss my intuition and my gut and my literally my instincts. Instinctually, I saw danger. I saw the potential for danger. I saw a distraction. I saw what they thought would be a distraction, them being outside rowdy, and I saw what could potentially have been the intentions of that distraction. I'm out. So mind you, when I started moving my car, I didn't really have enough room, but I really didn't care. I was prepared to tear up all these people's stuff. I do not care. Come see about me and Geico, okay? Thankfully, I did not have to. But yeah, as soon as I started to move my car, he moves his car back. Yeah, no. Sorry, baby. Find another one. I mean, I don't want that to happen, but it won't be me. So, moral of the story, y'all, please, please stay alert, stay alive. Not only just in the holiday season, but the holiday season is such, it brings out vultures and it brings out so much negative energy, unfortunately. People are out here seeing people, being gluttonous and being greedy and being flashy with the things that they have, and it brings out the spirit of envy. And envy and jealousy is a very, very strong emotion. It can make people do things that they never thought they could do. Like Cain and Abel, like you killed your own brother because of envy. And that's just one example. But neither here nor there, please, y'all, use this message as a learning tool. Use my story as a learning tool. This just happened. Like I said, this was my birthday on the 17th of December. Please just be alert. Be careful. Always make sure that you're paying attention to your instinct because it's there for a reason. Stop discounting it. Stop letting people make you think that you're being paranoid or doing too much, as they say. Trust your gut. It's rather to be safe than sorry. It can definitely save your life. And on that note, guys, I'm going to call it one. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. For my Anchor people, you guys, I do have questions and things that are on there, so you guys can respond to that as well. You can follow me on social medias. I have all that linked in the description on both Anchor and YouTube. And on that note, guys, I will call it a evening. Thank you so much. Bye.